If you're over 60 and focused on staying sharp, strong, and heart healthy, adding fish to your diet may seem like a smart move, and in many cases, it is. Fish can be one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet, providing lean protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and brain-boosting nutrients. But here's the catch. Not all fish are created equal. Some popular choices are contaminated with mercury, loaded with unhealthy oils, or raised in polluted waters. Over time, these can quietly damage your brain, stiffen your joints, and put extra strain on your heart. On the other hand, certain fish deliver exactly what seniors need most: cleaner protein, anti-inflammatory fats, and nutrients that protect memory, mobility, and overall vitality. So how do you know which is which? Let's start with the good one. 1. The 4 best fish seniors should eat regularly. As you age, choosing the right fish can be one of the smartest dietary decisions you make. The best options are high in healthy fats, low in toxins, and rich in nutrients that specifically support brain, heart, and joint health. 3 areas that matter most for seniors. 1. Wild-caught salmon, brain and joint superfood. Wild-caught salmon stands out as one of the most powerful foods for older adults. It's packed with omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, which help calm inflammation throughout the body. That means less stiffness in the joints, sharper memory, and lower risk of heart disease. Omega-3s are also vital for protecting brain cells, supporting clearer thinking, and reducing the risk of age-related cognitive decline. In addition to healthy fats, wild salmon provides a rich source of vitamin D, which helps keep bones strong and the immune system resilient, and selenium, a mineral essential for thyroid function and mood regulation. Together, these nutrients make salmon a true superfood for healthy aging. Best way to eat: aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. Choose baked or grilled preparations instead of frying, which preserves nutrients and avoids extra unhealthy oils. Pair with leafy greens, sweet potatoes, or avocado for an even more nutrient-dense meal. Wild salmon is a top choice, but it's not the only fish seniors should be eating. Another small but mighty option delivers big benefits with less risk of toxins. 2. Sardines, small fish, big benefits. Sardines may be tiny, but when it comes to nutrition, they pack a serious punch. These little fish are among the richest natural sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which protect the heart, reduce inflammation, and support brain health. For seniors, this means sharper memory, healthier arteries, and better joint comfort. But sardines go beyond omega-3s. They're one of the few foods naturally high in calcium, thanks to their edible soft bones. This makes them especially valuable for older adults looking to protect bone strength and lower the risk of osteoporosis. On top of that, sardines provide coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, a nutrient that fuels energy production in the heart and muscles. Coenzyme Q10 levels naturally decline with age, so getting it through food can help maintain stamina and cardiovascular vitality. Another major advantage of sardines is their safety. Because they're small and low on the food chain, they accumulate very little mercury compared to larger predatory fish. That makes them one of the cleanest, safest seafood choices for seniors. Best way to eat: choose wild-caught sardines, preferably canned in olive oil for extra healthy fats. Eat them whole, bones and all, to get the full calcium benefit. Add them to salads, avocado toast, or whole grain crackers for a quick, nutrient-dense meal. Sardines may be small, but their benefits are huge. Next on the list is another fatty fish that's nutrient-rich and low in mercury when chosen wisely. 3. Atlantic mackerel, not king mackerel. Mackerel often gets a bad reputation because of mercury concerns, but the truth is, not all mackerel are created equal. While king mackerel is indeed high in mercury and should be avoided, Atlantic mackerel and Spanish mackerel are clean, nutrient-dense choices that seniors can enjoy safely. Atlantic mackerel is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which help thin the blood, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation in arteries. For seniors dealing with fatigue, cold hands and feet, or poor blood flow, this makes mackerel an excellent choice to restore energy and vitality. Omega-3s also protect against heart disease and support brain health, two of the biggest concerns as we age. In addition to healthy fats, Atlantic mackerel is rich in vitamin B12, which helps prevent anemia and supports nerve function, and selenium, a trace mineral that acts as a powerful antioxidant for immune defense. Together, these nutrients make Atlantic mackerel one of the most well-rounded fish for seniors. Best way to eat: grill or broil with fresh lemon for a light, heart-healthy meal. Pair with fiber-rich vegetables like spinach or broccoli to support digestion and balance the fats. Enjoy it 1 to 2 times per week for consistent benefits without overdoing it. Atlantic mackerel proves that not all oily fish are risky. When chosen wisely, they can be a powerful ally for senior health. 4. Rainbow trout. Clean, lean, and nutritious. Rainbow trout is one of the cleanest and most underrated fish seniors can add to their diet. Unlike many larger fish, trout is generally low in mercury, yet high in lean protein, making it an excellent choice for preserving muscle strength and mobility as you age. Strong muscles are critical for balance, independence, and reducing fall risk in older adults. Trout is also a rich source of potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and supports hydration, two common concerns for seniors. In addition, it contains valuable B vitamins like B12 and niacin, which play a role in energy production, nerve health, and cognitive function. These nutrients work together to keep your body energized and your mind sharp. Another advantage of rainbow trout is its versatility. It's mild in flavor, cooks quickly, and pairs well with a variety of seasonings and vegetables, making it easy to enjoy several times a week without getting bored. Best way to eat. Choose farmed trout from clean, regulated sources in the U.S. or Europe for safety and quality. Bake with fresh herbs, garlic, and a drizzle of olive oil for a heart-healthy preparation. Enjoy at lunch or dinner for steady energy and easy digestion. Rainbow trout proves that healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes the simplest choices are the most effective. But just as there are fish you should eat often, there are others that should never touch your plate. 2. The 4 fish seniors should never touch. While fish is often considered a superfood, not all types belong on a senior's plate. Some species are loaded with mercury, inflammatory fats, or chemical contaminants that can quietly damage your health over time. For seniors, whose bodies are more sensitive to toxins and inflammation, avoiding these risky fish is just as important as choosing the right ones. 1. King mackerel, mercury monster. King mackerel is a prime example of a fish to steer clear of. Unlike its safer relatives, Atlantic and Spanish mackerel, king mackerel contains dangerously high levels of mercury. Mercury is a heavy metal that accumulates in the body and can be especially harmful to seniors. It targets the nervous system, memory, and kidneys, causing issues like brain fog, tremors, or increased risk of kidney damage. Because mercury builds up over time, even occasional consumption can pose long-term health risks. Seniors who may already struggle with memory or balance are especially vulnerable to its toxic effects. Unfortunately, king mackerel is sometimes mistaken for other types of mackerel, so it's important to double-check labels and restaurant menus. Avoid king mackerel completely. Never substitute it for Atlantic or Spanish mackerel, which are safe, nutritious options. King mackerel proves that bigger isn't better. Large predatory fish often carry the highest toxin loads. And mercury isn't the only concern. Another commonly sold fish hides a different danger: too many inflammatory fats. 2. Farm tilapia, high in omega-6, inflammatory fats. Tilapia has become one of the most widely consumed fish in the world, largely because it's cheap, mild-tasting, and easy to farm. But for seniors looking to protect their heart, joints, and overall health, tilapia is one of the worst choices you can make. The biggest problem is its fat profile. Unlike salmon or sardines, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, farmed tilapia is packed with omega-6 fatty acids, and in some cases, it contains more omega-6 than bacon. While the body needs small amounts of omega-6, too much creates an imbalance with omega-3s, leading to chronic inflammation. For seniors, this can mean worsening arthritis pain, stiffer joints, higher blood pressure, and greater risk of heart disease or diabetes. Adding to the concern, tilapia is often raised in overcrowded, polluted farm ponds, where it may be exposed to antibiotics, pesticides, and chemical contaminants. This further reduces its nutritional quality and adds unnecessary health risks. For men and women over 60, already more vulnerable to inflammation and cardiovascular strain, tilapia is best avoided altogether. Skip tilapia completely if you have arthritis, heart issues, or diabetes. Instead, choose wild-caught whitefish like cod, haddock, or pollock, which provide lean protein without the inflammatory fat load. Tilapia shows that cheap and easy often comes at a high cost for long-term health. Another fish to be cautious of is even more dangerous, loaded with toxins that directly harm the brain. 3. Swordfish, toxic for your brain. Swordfish has long been prized for its meaty texture and bold flavor, but for seniors, it is one of the riskiest fish you can eat. As a large predatory fish, swordfish sits high on the food chain, which means it accumulates massive amounts of mercury in its flesh over time. Mercury is a heavy metal toxin that doesn't leave the body easily, and the danger compounds with each serving you eat. For men and women over 60, mercury exposure is especially harmful because it directly affects the brain and nervous system. Even a single serving per month can contribute to cognitive decline, memory loss, tremors, or slower reaction times. Long-term exposure also increases the risk of kidney problems and cardiovascular strain, two areas where seniors are already more vulnerable. Because swordfish tends to have some of the highest mercury levels of any commonly sold fish, it is on the do not eat list for older adults, especially for those with memory concerns, early cognitive changes, or existing neurological issues. Never eat swordfish if you're over 60 or worried about brain health. Instead, choose smaller, low-mercury fish like rainbow trout, sardines, or salmon, which deliver the same protein and omega-3 benefits without the toxic load. Swordfish highlights why size matters. The bigger the fish, the higher the toxin risk. Another fish to avoid is smaller, but carries its own dangers, often linked to farming practices. 4. Imported catfish, often raised in polluted waters. Catfish is a staple in many southern dishes and comfort foods, but not all catfish is created equal. While U.S. farmed catfish is generally raised under stricter safety standards, much of the catfish sold in grocery stores and restaurants is imported from countries like China. The problem? These fish are often raised in polluted waters with poor oversight, and many farms rely heavily on antibiotics and chemical additives to keep fish alive in overcrowded ponds. For seniors, regularly eating imported catfish can pose hidden risks. Contaminants from dirty water and excessive antibiotics may not only lower the nutritional quality of the fish, but also introduce compounds that stress the liver, kidneys, and immune system. Over time, this can contribute to inflammation, digestive issues, and higher toxin exposure, exactly what older adults should avoid. If you enjoy catfish, you don't necessarily need to give it up completely. Just be smart about sourcing. Look for U.S. farmed catfish, which is raised under cleaner, more regulated conditions. Even then, it's best enjoyed only occasionally, since catfish is lower in omega-3s compared to healthier fish like salmon or sardines. Avoid imported catfish entirely. If you love it, choose U.S. farmed only and eat sparingly. Knowing which fish to avoid is half the battle, but timing also matters. When you eat fish can affect digestion, nutrient absorption, and even hormone balance. 3. Best time of day to eat fish: after 60. As you age, your digestive system becomes less efficient, meaning that when you eat can be just as important as what you eat. Fish is one of the best foods for seniors, but timing it right ensures you get the most out of its valuable nutrients while keeping your digestion comfortable. Eat fish at lunch or early dinner. These meals give your body enough time to digest and absorb key nutrients like omega-3s, protein, vitamin D, and selenium. Eating fish earlier in the day also means those nutrients are available during the night, when your body naturally focuses on repair and recovery, especially in the brain and joints. Pair fish with healthy fat and fiber. Adding olive oil, avocado, or leafy greens helps improve omega-3 absorption while also supporting smoother digestion. Fiber slows the release of energy, keeping blood sugar stable and helping your body make the most of the meal. Avoid fish late at night. While fish is lighter than red meat, it's still protein-rich and can feel heavy if eaten right before bed. A large fish dinner too late may disrupt sleep and leave you feeling sluggish the next morning. By eating fish at the right time of day, you maximize its benefits for energy, cognition, and recovery. But timing is only one piece of the puzzle. What you combine with fish can supercharge its effects. 4. Pair fish. With these nutrients for maximum benefit. Fish is one of the healthiest protein sources for seniors, but did you know that the way you prepare and pair it can dramatically boost or block its benefits? The omega-3s, vitamin D, and trace minerals in fish need the right partners to be fully absorbed and put to work in your body. Olive oil or avocado. Adding a drizzle of olive oil or a few slices of avocado provides healthy monounsaturated fats that help your body absorb the omega-3 fatty acids in fish more efficiently. Without these supporting fats, much of the benefit may go to waste. Leafy greens. Pairing fish with spinach, kale, or arugula creates a nutrient synergy. Greens are loaded with vitamin K, magnesium, and antioxidants that complement fish's vitamin D and selenium, giving your bones, circulation, and immune system an even stronger boost. Lemon or vinegar. A squeeze of lemon juice or a splash of vinegar does more than cut the fishy taste. The acidity helps your digestive system break down proteins, improving nutrient uptake and making meals easier on the stomach. Avoid deep frying. Frying fish in vegetable oils produces harmful compounds and cancels out the heart-healthy benefits of omega-3s. Instead, bake, broil, or grill with herbs and olive oil for a cleaner meal. By combining fish with the right foods, you maximize its impact on your health, turning a simple meal into powerful medicine for your body. Once you reach 60, every food choice matters more than ever. Fish can be one of the most powerful tools for protecting your health, but only if you choose wisely. The right fish provides clean protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and vital nutrients that support your heart, joints, and brain. The wrong fish, however, can load your body with mercury, inflammatory fats, or chemical contaminants that speed up decline instead of slowing it. 4. Fish to eat regularly. Wild salmon, rich in omega-3s and vitamin D. Sardines, safe, small, and packed with calcium and CoQ10. Atlantic mackerel boosts circulation and energy without heavy toxins. Rainbow trout, clean, lean protein with potassium and B vitamins. 4. Fish to avoid. Completely king mackerel, extremely high in mercury. Farmed tilapia, loaded with omega-6 inflammatory fats. Swordfish, toxic for memory and brain function. Imported catfish, often raised in polluted waters with antibiotics. Your body deserves clean, powerful fuel, not hidden poisons. Start simple. Aim for just 2 fish meals per week, and you'll likely notice the difference in your joints, energy, and clarity of mind. If this article helped you, share it with a loved one over 60 who wants to eat smarter and live longer. Comment below. Which fish will you add? And which are you tossing out this week? Stay tuned for more senior health tips to help you age with strength, clarity, and confidence naturally.